2. Oh my word.
There we go.
There's loads in that second one.
Wow. Well, loads of people.
Yeah, there are loads of coppers in there.
A live police chase. Right, we're not going to have any chance of keeping up with them.
I'm sure they'd love that.
But it was fun trying. Hi everyone, welcome to Nightfall.drives. Doug here, and today I'm back in a Mazda MX5 Mark I thanks to RFH Classics. So as you'll have seen, RFH have quite a nice little collection of classics in a really nice workshop, and I've borrowed this MX5 today just to start a new series. So if you indulge me for a minute, I'll explain what this is going to be about. So we recently got married. Most exciting thing ever. What do you do after getting married? You obviously buy a classic car.
Obviously. Obviously.
I don't know why the lights have just popped
I know,
up.
why have the lights just cut? That's what I was looking at.
Have I just put it on main beam or something?
I don't know.
Let's put it on. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is why you buy the classic car, because it's fun. So this is going to be a series of our hunt for a classic. It might take a little while, I don't know. And I thought the most logical place to start is a classic, or maybe arguably a modern classic. I'd argue it's a classic now. MX5 Mark I, which I've previously owned 2 of. So we're just going to take it out today, go and get a spot of brunch, and then see what we think of it. We're in the lucky position that there's a space in the garage for something, and it could be any type of car really. Obviously starting with the Roadster here, but I'm hoping to try out a few different things. I've been lucky enough to try a few as part of the Owner Story series that you may have seen. But now it's all about what works for us as a couple, I guess, and what's most fun. So
We were a couple before we got married.
we were. We didn't do it the old-fashioned way. I suppose just to say a little bit about this particular one. This is an early Mark I H-Reg. I think that means it's 91. They came out in 89. And it's quite unusual. It's a UK supplied car that looks really rust-free. I'm not sure if it's had work done or if it's just been looked after. Just over 100,000 miles, so it's been certainly very, very well looked after. And speaking to Richard at RFH, their whole approach is to buy cars that they themselves would like to buy. So they have a sort of fairly selective stock. But then, as you've seen, what they do have is really, really nicely kept. And I think that'd be a great place to start for anyone starting out in the world of classics. And this is a 1.6 models. Both of mine were 1.8s, and slightly later cars. I think because I was dailying it, I wanted one with an airbag to start with. It's maybe less of a concern for leisurely drives like this, I guess. But this is an early 1.6, which means the power is nearly the same as a later 1.8. I think they detuned the 1.6s. And sorry about all this technical
That's okay.
detail, Kath. But,
Carry on.
I'm afraid some of it has to be a little bit on the details, but
I'm just enjoying the scenery.
yeah, straight away it feels the same kind of performance as one of my 1.8s. And people do say the 1.6 is more of it revs more freely than the 1.8. I haven't had a chance to discover that yet, but we will. Otherwise, it's very familiar, really. Quite a nice riding car. Lovely view out over the little power bulge. Responsive steering, maybe not as quick as the NC, the Mark III that we drove across into this morning. And one little telltale sign that being slightly older is the brakes do need a bit more of an effort, but they're still good when you give them a press.
That's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be a bit of a worry with the Classic that brakes have just got so much better these days. In modern traffic like this in front, if they suddenly stopped, I feel like I think in this would be okay, but in some older cars you'd be worried about following too closely.
Yeah. Oh, big.
Test of the suspension. That's does better than my.
Does better than yours.
Than mine on the coilovers. Yeah, it's quite a nice ride, isn't it?
That's very comfortable. So, how long ago was it that you had Mark 1?
I got one in 2007.
Yeah.
And that I had for a couple of years, and it was my main car. Commuting to work a bit in it and stuff, and some trips. It was really a lot of fun. I got rid of it because I was starting to get worried about the rust, and I didn't have the time, have the funds to look after it properly. So I sold it a little bit cheaper to somebody, and he was going to look at restoring it.
And how does this compare driving-wise to that one? Or is it much the same?
It's much the same actually so far. I think it'll probably feel a bit different under power since it's a slightly smaller engine, but it's all coming back to me. I did have one briefly a bit later, maybe 2014 or something. I had a Merlot edition briefly, and that was hardly restored. During the time I had it, new paint and stuff, but I then felt like I needed to try out the Mark III, so I went on to NC1, the bright blue car that you experienced, and experienced a bit too much of it in a way with
got to know the airbags.
Yeah, we did, yeah. And then that led me on to the NC2, the dark blue BBR car that we have now. So yeah, a long history of MX5s. I think they're great. And now, I'd argue this is a classic. It's 33 years old. 32, 33 years old, this car.
What stage do you think classic becomes classic?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know much about cars.
Well, I think
they don't go grey like us.
No, they go orangey.
Rusty.
Maybe if you look at the UK government seems to think 40 years, because that's when you don't have to pay tax anymore. You don't have to do an MOT anymore, which is a bit of a strange requirement. But
yeah, you kind of think the older they were, the more you need to keep an eye on them.
Yeah, but then I guess that
they wouldn't pass the tests.
I think they're saying that people who have older cars do look after them well. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange rule. Let's just turn around here, somewhere quieter. But yeah, I think if you look at that 40 years, I think maybe there's a case to say maybe 30 years, because when this came out...
That car's turning.
Oh, it's turning.
Yeah. And so
let
I
him go.
think it's cool to go.
But I think there's a case to be made for 30 years, because when this came out, it was inspired by, or some people say copies, the Lotus Elan. And that was, when this came out, that wasn't even 30 years old. So this is now older than the classic that inspired it. So I'd say that this counts now.
I mean, it's got to be quite classic because it has got a cigarette lighter
Cigarette lighter, yeah.
and an ashtray.
An ashtray. It looks to be unused.
Or just cleaned.
Yeah.
Whee!
Yeah, and yeah, I think, as I've said, the bodywork is the main concern with these. I think the mechanicals have always been very good. So yeah, if you're just very careful about where you start, then
Oh,
ooh, what's that?
I don't know. It may have been a pheasant.
Yeah, it looks
It kind of leapt.
leapt from the road. Where maybe the camera's picked it up.
Sorry, that's interrupted you.
We have to be distracted by animals when you're in the car. It wouldn't be the same. So now we've warmed up thoroughly. Let's just see how it feels. We're never that quick, but you can make good progress, so it rewards a good driver. Anyway, you can have fun, you know, well within the speed limit.
Yeah.
I think this particular car's got slightly upgraded wheels and tyres from original, so should have a bit more grip than the original, but. See how it copes with this bit of road. Yeah, really well actually.
Yeah. It's much less bumpy than yours.
Yeah, I was worried that it was going to show up the our MX5 because I've lowered it too much, as I said in the previous video, so I just need to raise the ride height. What's that?
Oh, it's a hedgehog. No, it's a squirrel. Oh, well, it was.
I was worried it might be a brick or something for a second.
No, just a little squirrely.
And pedals nicely placed for heel and toe. And steering's really nice.
So power steering.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask. I don't know. I don't know. The early cars didn't have it,
Yeah.
and then my cars did.
Go my way.
I'm trying to work out has it got it. I might not know until we're parking. Or I'll just have a quick look under the bonnet and see if I can see what looks like a power steering fluid. You warm enough?
Yeah.
Great heaters here as well. It's meant to be a nicer day than this, but ooh, what's that?
Something sirens
Sirens.
coming up behind, I think. I'll keep an eye. It may have gone down that way.
Yeah.
Some time later.
No, it is coming up behind.
okay.
You may have to pull over.
Yeah, well,
You could always wait. Or
yeah, let's just
just
go.
pull
Yeah,
in here.
we can just turn left here. So they're not going to go left.
There's two. Oh my word.
There we go.
There's loads in that second one.
Wow. Well, loads of people.
Yeah, there's loads of coppers in.
Ooh. live police chase. Right, we're not going to have any chance of keeping up with them.
I'm sure they'd love that.
But it was fun trying. So from your side, how does this feel? Does it feel 32 years old?
No, it has electric windows.
Yeah.
My first cars were not this old and they had wind-up windows. So to me, a car with electric windows is like, wow, you know, I just remember when I got my first car with electric windows being really excited about it.
And then, well, now your car has
Electric everything.
electric everything.
Yeah.
Radar cruise and all that. Yeah, do you think it feels like a classic, or it's just like a...
Yeah, I think it does because of the look of the control units.
Yeah.
And the dials.
Yeah, and a good amount of leather or
Yeah. Just,
leather
yeah.
look stuff in here. It's fairly retro.
Yeah. I think it looks more classic with the roof cover as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
it's
rather
like
than just having the roof
nicer.
down like we have,
Yeah.
it looks more like an old TR7 or something with the roof, you know, when that roof goes down.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Just remembering James's video.
I think this is an unusual option actually. Normally they do just sit back, and
Yeah.
it's the underside of the roof,
Yeah.
I think, that shows up. So
Yeah.
the Mark III kind of folds with the top of the roof. That looks a bit nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Let's see how the engine does. See if it does rev a bit more freely. Yeah. Yeah. I think people are right. It's very similar to the 1.8. It's quite a nice noise. So we've just pulled over at Discolicious Farm Shop for brunch. While we're waiting for the food, just thought I'd have a little look around, point out a couple of things on this Mark I MX5. So I think one of the previous owners upgraded to new roll bar and retrimmed the seats. So it's a really nice interior. As we were saying, it doesn't have an airbag, this version, but only some of the later ones got that. UK registered, so to be in this sort of condition, I mean, look at the wheel arches and the sills. As I say, I don't know if they've been done or not, but there's the obvious areas that tended to go. But this looks really nice example. So yes, the sills and the arches had been done. I think it'd be more of a surprise if they hadn't, to be honest, given the condition. But there's a huge history file with this car, and obviously you can then see when things were done, and obviously you need to just check that you think it's been done up to scratch. Let's have a look under the bonnet for a sec. Excuse the cameras inside. Ooh, our drinks have arrived. Lovely. And there we go. I remembered where the catch was. So, in there. Yeah, it looks very similar actually to what I remember from the 1.8. Someone's painted the cam cover. Probably could do a redoing, but just cosmetic. But these are really easy to work on. Timing belts rather than chain, just things to be aware of. Can I find power steering fluid? Just going to show up my knowledge. Oh, wait a minute. So we've got the brake fluid there. I'm wondering if that's power steering fluid there. Got a dark colour, it tends to be. No, Doug, sorry, that's the clutch fluid. Turns out I did have power steering fluids on the front passenger side of the engine bay. Obviously near the steering as well, so I'm going to guess it does have it. I'll check with Richard afterwards and put a caption to say if I was right or not. But yeah, otherwise, lovely little example of it, and if you're careful, they are still out there. But obviously look out for ones that a lot have been modified. You can do all sorts of modifications to them. Obviously this has a couple of things done. It's, I guess, your opinion if it's tasteful or an improvement or not. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the drink and wait for brunch. The sun's brought everyone out.
Yeah.
It's even got you out of your jacket.
Yeah, it's warm now.
Oh, that was a nice lunch.
It was.
Do you think this fits into our lifestyle? This classic, or I mean, I probably would have to get rid of the other Mazda because it's too similar.
Yeah. It's very safe, isn't it?
It's food for thought. I'm reminded how good the gear change is. It's still great in the Mark III, but this it's just different. I think it's a shorter throw. Slots right in, lovely. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the search. We have a lot of options. RFH do a good mixture of proper classics and modern classics. So this is like a 106 rally. I was tempted to start with the mini Mokes just for a laugh, but thought we'd start in a sensible place. But I'm quite intrigued by the Mokes. I think it was a 23 plate with a green edge, wasn't it? So
Yeah, it's pretty new.
electric Mokes. I didn't even know they existed.
I didn't even know a Moke existed until you told me about it the other day.
It looks a lot of fun, but I think we probably will end up with something that you can do a long trip in. It'd be nice to even take it abroad. I know the older you go, the more likely you are to need to be recovered at some point, but it's all about being able to have a bit of an adventure in one, go to Classic Le Mans or something. That'd be nice. So yeah, I hope this has been useful in some way. It's been a lot of fun for us. It's definitely woken us up now from the jet lag, the honeymoon jet lag that we're still suffering from a little bit.
Maybe not need nap still.
So yeah, we'll get this back to RFH in one piece hopefully. Massive thanks to them. Let's take it out and hope you enjoyed the video. So please subscribe, like, and there'll be more coming along soon. Thanks very much.
Bye. I want to know what you're doing now.
I'm making a YouTube video on the car.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we do just like a little drive and a chat about the car. This is the what?
mobile whip.
The whip.
Oh, that's the aerial.
We'll find out later if it's useful.
Oh, I hope you get a good video.
Yeah, thanks
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not too glaring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is a nice spot to sort of have a look around it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's on the Nightfall Drives if you're interested. The channel is Nightfall Drives.
Okay.
Just in case you're interested. Thanks a lot.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.